Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. Our boys game, second game of the doubleheader, about to get underway here tonight live. And it will be the host team, the Nettleton Raiders, the Raiders, hosting the Brookland Bearcats. They are announcing starting lineups right now as we speak. Girls game, the home team held on to win. Final score in that one was Nettleton 50 and Nettleton 57 and Brookland 50. In fact, while I talk to you, I'm posting that on our Facebook page and our Twitter as we speak. You might be able to hear these starting lineups through my microphone. Here come the starters now for Nettleton.
Number 3, sophomore guard, Silas Finch. Number 12, senior guard.
I hope this game, Clifton, is as good as that girls' game was. He's got a mouthful of popcorn over here.
Sophomore guard, Victor Dukes. Number 30, senior forward, John Nichols. And number 34, senior forward, Nathan Smith.
All right, that'll do it for the starters.
His assistant, Jason Durham.
About to get this one underway. Both these teams, this is their opener. They're both 0-0.
Man, that was good stuff.
Was it?
There's Jaws. I see the shark coming across the floor.
Where? I see nothing. I think you're seeing things. What was in that popcorn you were eating?
A lot of salt.
Making you hallucinate. All right, jumping the ball for the Brookland Bearcats is Devon Newton. And for Nettleton, it's Victor Dukes. Oh, wow, Dukes dominates the jump.
Well, it's a little bit on his side, too.
Nettleton basketball. New names for me to learn, folks. Bear with me. Silas Finch with the basketball. Picked off, no. Traveled with it. Well, he
a little late on that call, too.
He traveled with it before it was picked off, so either way, it's Brookland basketball.
That's twice that guy's called a late call on that.
So now, here come the Bearcats on their first possession of the ballgame. Dylan Groves. Now, three-pointer on the way. It will not go in, but it's put back up and in by Devon Newton. Devin, I guess it is. Devin Newton. And that, I can be back over here on the scoreboard. That makes the score 2-0 here early. Brookland with the lead. Nettleton basketball now. And another
walk.
Travel by the same guy, Silas Finch. 2 times in a row down the floor. He has traveled with the basketball.
Coach McCord's telling his players, just slow it down.
They have both played in some preseason games that didn't count, benefit games, but this is their actual first game to count in the record books. Groves. Now it's lost out of bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna give 12 a foul on that. He pushed him just a little bit with his lower body.
That's Desiree Gordon commits the foul. This is Chandler Thompson with the ball. Now Groves. Now Thompson. Now down in the corner it goes to C.J. Henry. Henry with the basketball on the left wing. Back up top it goes to Thompson. Now in the paint. Shot up. Won't go in for Dylan Groves. Other way, and that shot is up and in. Nice jump stop by Victor Dukes. Brookland basketball. Henry, Groves. Henry. This time Justin Cole lobs it inside to Grove. He's in traffic. He puts it up and in. Got both of the defenders off their feet and got the bucket. 4-2 Brookland. Finch gives it over right side of the floor to Dukes. Down low it goes. That shot is off the glass and in for Nathan Smith. And that's out of bounds.
You know, Coach McCord and I talked at halftime of the girls' game, and, you know, he's got 7 boys that just came out that were football players. I'm not making any excuses, but he's probably got some young men over there he'll be using a lot more throughout the season that are just not basketball shape ready. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, they're working it around the perimeter. Henry, finally now a three-pointer for Thompson, won't go. And it's tracked down by Newton. Henry with the basketball now. Newton.
Brookland running their play, being very, very patient.
Thompson in the corner, drives the baseline. In the paint, he falls down on his butt. That's a travel every time.
Well, Thompson tried to get that man up, which he did, but in the fake, he lost his footing and landed on his backside.
So now it is Nettleton ball with 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 4-4 the score. Finch now all the way over the other side. It's Dukes. Dukes drives in. Can't get it to go. He's going to get fouled on the way in. And I guess he was shooting on that. He'll get to shoot a couple. And I accidentally hit the button on the scoreboard. Let me fix it back to 4-4.
Scoreboard sponsored by the Big Top Flea Market of Paragould.
That's right. Now it's 5-4.
Largest flea market in Greene County. Go out there and, man, you can find a lot of stuff out there, Dave.
Including stuff of yours.
All right, I don't have much out there. I've just got a little old booth, but most of mine sports memorabilia.
Dukes made a couple of free throws there to give the 2-point lead to the Raiders. Now it's Bearcat basketball. In the corner it goes to Groves. Groves is going to drive in, and from the paint he got the bucket off the glass. Nice bank shot. We're tied at 6. Left side of the floor, that's the big man over there, Nathan Smith. Now the jumper will not go for Dukes, and it's rebounded by William Ballard of the Bearcats. Ahead it goes. Groves, low block. Can't get the bounce. Rebound, Smith. Speaking of Smith, Jason Smith will be our halftime guest, the Nettleton girls coach. No relation. That won't go for Finch. It's rebounded by Brookland.
And what did that score end up? 7-point win for
That's right.
Nettleton?
57-50.
Yep.
Back and forth we go here. Still tied at 6 with 3.5 left in the first quarter. Henry near the half-court stripe. Now gives it over right side to Thompson. Thompson's going to drive. Thompson.
There must be a wet spot right there.
Yeah, they keep falling down right
there.
in
that same area.
It may be that the paint is slick. If this is a new paint job down there, I'm not sure. But that happens also. That paint will get slick in spots.
Yeah, well, not only did the defender slide and fall as he was trying to come up and defend, the offensive player lost his footing.
That's right. Both of them fell. So now Thompson's going to shoot a couple, and he misses the first one.
If that happens again, I would think they might go over there and get a mop and maybe give it a rub down real good. Maybe try to get some of that wetness, that whatever that is down there, that's that slick paint. You don't think they need to get a dry mop and do that, Dave?
Sure. Give it a rub down. 7-6, he made the free throw. Dukes now with basketball.
Nice.
Dukes in traffic, picks it up, now finds his man on the
I started to
baseline.
say he stepped on the baseline.
It was John Nickel, and he spells his name just like the money. Nickel. 5 cents.
That's the same as a rub down?
No. Brookland basketball. Groves. Newton. Up top to Ballard. Inside they work it.
They're going to get 24 for a push in the back. Good call by the referee.
That's Lance Walker who commits the foul.
Lance Walker just came in to the game. You put both hands on the back of a man's backside, you're going to get caught.
Newton brings it all the way back up top and gives to Thompson. Now it's stolen. Nope, not stolen. Looked like he had a hand on
pass.
it. Nice pass
Gotta make
down
that.
low.
You have to finish it up right there.
Groves
He's angry at himself, but
it'll still be Brookland basketball, so they dodged the bullet there, but that was an easy bucket for Groves that he couldn't get to drop. They're looking to inbound it. They finally do. Thompson blocked. That one's blocked. And Brookland finally steps on the line with it. Boy, I tell you what, they had every chance in the world down there.
I don't know if you saw it or not, but as the young man came off the pick and was rolling toward the basket, number 12 had a hold of his jersey and no one seen it.
No one saw that. 2:20 left in the first. Nettleton with the ball, and they trail by a point. Gordon. Finch. And they're doing that weave. The Bobby Gross. No, that's not Bobby Gross's team. Well, they're doing the same thing. Now, three-pointer won't go for Dukes. Offensive board. They work it inside. That one goes in. Gordon.
That kind of threw you for a loop there.
They were doing his weave. This is Bobby Gross's team here, and they haven't done the weave yet. And now they do. Thompson takes it to the rack.
That was a great left-handed move. Penetration to the basket by Thompson.
90 seconds left in this first quarter. They try to work it down low. It's batted and picked off. Picked off by Ballard, and we're going the other way. Bearcat ball. Henry. Now Newton. And now they're running the weave.
Yeah.
Henry throws it inside over the head of his intended receiver and out of bounds. 1 minute left in the first.
Coach Gross sending in some subs. He's sending in I don't have a roster over here. You have it covered up over there.
Sorry. Hudson.
Number 22 and Grambling, number 20.
We're down under a minute. Nettleton down by a point. They've got the basketball. This is Finch. Gives it in the corner to Nickel. Now, left side of the floor, Walker brings it all the way back out. And now Dukes is going to get called. No, they call the blocking foul on Thompson.
Well,
I thought it was going to be a charge, and so did half of this gymnasium. It went the other way. Victor Dukes at the line for 2 shots with 41 seconds remaining in the first. And missed it. Best he can hope to do is tie it here with his second free throw.
We have deja vu on these games.
That's right. You're absolutely right. But the girls scored more points in the first quarter than these guys have.
Yeah.
We are tied.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Them girls got up and down that floor for 3.5 quarters.
They sure did. No, it was 16-16 at the end of one on the girls' game.
Well, and then it was, 30-31 or 32-31?
2-point game at halftime.
That was one.
Nope. Okay, Thompson. Oh, I thought he was going to take it to the rack. Instead, he kicks it out. Three-pointer!
That's a sophomore right there, Reese Grambling.
Grambling nails the three, 12-9. Finch with 12 seconds. Down to 8. He pulls the trigger. Left side. Walker. Now Finch for 3. He got it. Wow, we're tied at the end of 1. Back in 1 minute.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a Bear, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bear, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Bear does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Welcome back to YourPrimeTimeSports.com. Second quarter about to get underway. We're tied a dozen apiece. Very, very similar to the girls' game. It will be Brookland basketball coming out of this break.
Did I tell you how good that popcorn was?
Yes, you did. You're going to get all dry mouth over there and won't be able to talk.
There is nothing that can keep me from talking.
I'm not going to say anything. I had a perfect comeback for that. I'm going to let it go.
That's a good idea.
Bearcat basketball. C.J. Henry. Uh-oh, loose ball, out of bounds. Last touch by a white jersey. Grambling looking to inbound it. He does to Henry. Thompson back to Henry. Now Hudson. Oh, it's lost and out of bounds. It'll still be Brookland basketball.
Now Brookland got a break there.
Yeah, he went over there trying to save it in bounds. He didn't really have to. I think it was going to be Nettleton basketball.
Actually, the receiving Brookland player that was trying to receive the ball faked the passer out.
So again, Brookland ball. Henry dumps it down low. That shot is going to be a foul drawn. Ballard will go to the line to shoot a couple here. 7:27 left to play in the first half. We missed the Turkey Bowl. Do you know what the Turkey Bowl is? A great big huge cheerleading competition that is held in this gymnasium every year. It was a couple of weeks ago. I meant to check on it before I actually did. We missed it. I would have liked to have broadcasted that.
How many? I mean, what do you mean? How big? A big cheerleading?
A great big cheerleading competition from between about 20 different schools. They bring their cheerleaders
all over the state.
All over the state.
What day is it on?
It was 2 weeks ago. It was on it's on a Saturday.
We couldn't have done it. We have our talk show in there. There's no way. Couldn't have done it anyway.
We could have did the talk show live from here. Went right into the competition.
Nah.
He made one of those 2 free throws. It's 13-12 Brookland, and it's Nettleton basketball. Nickel for 3. Got it! Now the lead goes to Nettleton, and it's Brookland basketball. Groves. And now number 15, who is not on my jersey. Doggone it. Have to figure out who he is when we get a chance.
Let's see, number 15 for Brookland?
Yeah, I think it's...
That's Grambling.
No, number
yes,
20.
It is.
There's
that's
2 Gramblings?
That's
okay.
his cousin.
That shot's going to go for Nickel, and he draws the foul.
What's your brother's? He's not on the roster. What's his first name? Your brother.
Kate.
Yeah, Kate.
Number 15? That's your brother?
Yeah. Trust me when I tell you.
Okay. free throw was not good. 17-13 is where the score remains. We were getting that name. It's Cade Gramling, number 15. And you're telling me that's Lexi's brother. Lexi Gramling's brother from Green County Tech.
Yeah, she has another little brother, Bo.
Why are they not at Green County Tech? Did they move?
Long story.
Okay.
They wanted to play here.
I see.
How simple is that? Want to play for Coach Bobby Gross.
I see. Well, Cade Gramling has the basketball. Now Newton. Ballard with the ball now. Ballard. Foul on Ballard against Nickel.
You say Ballard, you know who I think of every time
Brandon
you say
Ballard.
Brandon Ballard. What a basketball
Stand
player.
out.
Buffalo Island Central.
His number was retired at BIC. Number 2.
Him and Brooks Taylor's number 4. Awesome pair.
They might be related. Who knows? They'll inbound the ball underneath their own basket. They do, and from the paint, that shot will not go for Newton. Putback won't go either, and it's rebounded by Nettleton. They lead it by 4, 17-13.
Well, they have an opportunity here to stretch their lead.
From the paint, the shot rolls in for Victor Dukes. What a basketball name, Victor Dukes. Bearcat ball stolen by Finch. Ahead it goes, and it's picked off going the other way. Henry gives it over to Thompson for 3. It won't go. Now it's rebounded again by Nettleton. Gordon.
Silly foul there by number 24 for the Brookland Bearcats.
That's Henry who commits the foul against Gordon. Team foul number 4 committed by Brookland. There are 5 team fouls up there against Nettleton. It looks like we're going to have a timeout. And it is a 30-second timeout. Next game that we broadcast will be Friday night. One game, boys game, conference game for the Marmaduke Greyhounds, facing off against the McCrory Jaguars. That ought to be a good game.
From the Chester Barner Gym.
That's right. That'll be a home game for Marmaduke. We've never seen McCrory play. Actually, years ago I have, but not recently. So it'll be
years ago when you were radio.
When I was radio. That's right. Long time back. Seems like it's been forever ago.
What do you enjoy most? Like the live TV?
Well, I'm still calling it like radio. So I mean, it's not.
Well, I know you do. I know a lot of times you're calling out things that what they're actually seeing right here,
yeah.
and you're transitioning. But I mean, I think
I dig the TV.
I'm starting to say I think you really started getting into this the last 6 months.
Oh yeah. Nettleton basketball. They get it into Finch, and we're back underway. Finch kept it for a long time. Finally, they're working it around the perimeter. Dukes over on the far side. Now Walker. Gordon. Walker. Now Smith kicks it back out. And who touched it last?
Looked like it went off of Walker.
So it'll be Brookland basketball.
Dukes was, Smith was a little bit late on his pass, which caught Walker already past him and hit him almost in the backside.
So now Brookland walks it down. This is Henry with the basketball, walking it across the timeline. 4.5 left in the half. Thompson gives to Ballard. Now Henry.
Good
down
pass.
low. That's a great pass. Up and in for Newton.
They didn't miss that one that time.
I put that on the wrong side of the scoreboard. I fixed it right then. 19-15. Nettleton basketball. They lead by 4 now. Finch with it over in the corner, brings it back up. Gordon for 3. Can't get it to drop. And that is one of the Gramlings.
That's Reese Gramling, pulls that down.
And we've got a whistle, and they're going to call.
That's got to be on
Smith.
Smith, yeah. Yeah, that's who they're calling it on.
He did not successfully draw that charge. It will be Brookland
well, he didn't
ball.
get set.
Henry looking for somebody to throw it into. Finally gets it up top. No, over Thompson's head. Gordon with it on the run. To the rack. Can't get it to go. Rebound. Comes off to Newton. Newton brings it across. Gives to Henry. Inside it goes. From the paint, the shot goes up and in for Ballard. We got a ball game again, folks. 19-17.
Yeah, you know, it looked like Nettleton was about to run away here in the second quarter, and Brookland right back in it.
Dukes, one-on-one against against Newton, and he lost it out of bounds.
And that's 3 turnovers in a row for Jonesboro, and that'll get you back in the game every time.
So, after the Nettleton turnover, it's Brookland basketball. Henry working against Finch. Henry kicks it in the corner. Grambling. Now inside. That one won't go for Ballard, and it's rebounded by Gordon. Going the other way. Finch. Gordon. Dukes. Working it around fast. Desiree Gordon. Now Finch. Dukes. And they're just working it around, trying to find a place to penetrate. Now they fire up the long two-pointer. It's off the mark. Finch with the big offensive board from the paint, puts it up and in. Back to a 4-point deficit, 21-17. 2:17 and counting left here in the first half. Henry gives to Thompson. Thompson wants to drive. He does. He puts it high off the glass. It's not going to go. Finch gets it to Duke going the other way. Dukes off the glass and in on a spin move.
What a spin move. Really nice move by Dukes.
Now the Bearcats are trying to calm things down. Henry walks it down. Gives to Grambling. Reese almost walked with it. Got rid of it. From the paint, that shot's going to go up and not go in for Ballard. Offensive board, still won't go.
Just can't get it to go in the hole.
Pulled down by Smith. Ahead it goes. And from the paint, he traveled with the basketball.
I think they're going to call a foul.
Wow.
Yeah, they called a foul on
Grambling.
2-0, yeah.
They called the foul. It was on the floor. Team foul number 5 against Brookland. Gordon will inbound it. And he throws it over the head of everybody. It's out of bounds. Last touch by, okay.
Hard to say.
Almost messed that call up, didn't he? It is Brookland basketball.
He messed it up halfway.
He caught himself.
Yeah.
Down to 1:20 left here in the first half. Henry with the basketball. Gives to Thompson. They're working their weave play again. Now Thompson runs in with it and can't get it to go. And it's rebounded by Dukes. Dukes is fouled by Henry.
Going to get a foul on Henry there.
Team foul number 6. Both teams now have 6 team fouls.
That's the second foul that Henry's committed that, to me, he's putting himself in a predicament with those 2 fouls, and there's no reason for him. He over here on the far side earlier, and then that running across the floor and bumping him there. So
any foul we see here in the next 68 seconds remaining in the half will result in a 1-and-1. Both teams now in the bonus. Finch calls out his offense. 1 minute left in the half. Smith drives in. Can't get the bucket to go. Rebound battle for it. Grambling comes down with it, and he is fouled.
Good battle by Reese Grambling to keep that ball in his possession. He's going to go down here and go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1.
55 seconds left in the half. We're going to the other end of the floor. One of Lexi Gramling's little brothers.
No, this is her.
That's the cousin. I got you. The other one is the brother. Reese.
Maybe half. No, that's Cade.
That's Cade. I'm getting him confused because he's not on the roster.
Just call him Gramling.
First free throw is good. I'll tell you what, though. What I've got here is that Cade is number 20.
That's Reese.
That's Reese's number 20. Okay. Got them both.
Reese's Pieces.
Okay.
That's what I call him since he's a little bitty boy.
Got both free throws. It's 50 seconds remaining in the half, and it's a 4-point game. Nettleton leads it. They've got the ball. Gordon gives to Dukes. Dukes wants to drive in, kicks it back out. Now Finch thought about the three, thought better of it. Threw the ball to nobody. Out of bounds, it'll be Brookland ball with 34 seconds left in the half.
Never get up in the air.
Trying to get fancy.
Yeah, you get caught. Nowhere to go with it, and that's what happens. So now you have two Gramlings in there, Cade and Reese. Cade bringing the ball down.
Now Thompson with it. 25 seconds left in the half. Here's Gramling.
The weave.
Now Cade Gramling. 15 seconds. Reese Gramling. 10 seconds. Thompson. 5 seconds. In the corner, three-pointer, in and out, no good. That's going to do it.
Yeah, they had a good shot at it. They're just down 4 points, so this ball game's still close.
Halftime break, 23-19, the home team, Raiders.
So you got a guest?
Yep, we're going to get, here he comes right now.
He's yours.
He's mine, okay. Yep. We're going to take a break. And when we come back, we will have Coach Jason Smith right here on yourprimetimesports.com.
You get big time savings and hometown service.
Flip the camera around.
Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Bed, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Welcome back to yourprimetimesports.com. And it is halftime here. The boys' game lead is Nettleton's 23-19 over Brookland. The girls' game we had first on the front end of our doubleheader. Nettleton Lady Raiders won that one 57-50 over Brookland. And I have the head coach of the Lady Raiders right here next to me, Jason Smith. Thanks for coming up.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
First official game of the season. You had, of course, the benefit game. That didn't count.
Right.
This was the actual first game of the season. You put the win in the books. What did you see out there tonight that you want to build on?
Well, I saw two teams that were fighting each other. Very physical. It was ugly a lot of the times on our part. Coach Rich has got a great team. They're going to be definitely a factor in that 4A race. I thought that our kids, I appreciated our balance. We had scoring from maybe some unexpected spots, and we made the plays when we had to. They took us out of so much what we wanted to do. They do such a good job, but we were able to make just enough plays to sneak out an early season win.
Now, of course, this is just the first game of the season. You got 2 months of non-conference play in front of you to gear up for the big 5A East race starting in January. Right. What are some of the other teams you've got on your schedule that are going to test you as we approach January?
Well, every game's going to be a test for us. I don't think we're ever going to win pretty. We have big Thanksgiving Eve, or the Tuesday prior to Thanksgiving, we go to Valley View, big 4-game night over there, and Valley View's a really good squad. We have Following that, we have our big Fat City Classic tournament here. We're probably the 8th seed in it. We've made it to where we'll have to scrap and claw to get a win out of that.
Wow.
Some of the better teams in the state are going to be in it. And then the following week we go to Cabot to play in the Cabot Panther Classic. And once again, it's another 3-game guarantee. That we're just more than trying to get wins. It's just about getting better.
So you designed that specifically to get you ready for that 5A
yeah,
East brawl.
Yeah, you have to, because it's a war of attrition in conference for sure. So for 2 straight weeks there, we'll get 6 ball games against people that more than likely are better than we are.
And you said that tonight you got some scoring from some unexpected places. Who were those unexpected scorers for you tonight?
I was really proud of our 2 guards up front, Cleora Rolford and Takara Coleman. Both are in double figures, I believe, and did a good job getting to the rim. And those are 2 kids who, when Nettleton's on a scouting report, they're not the scorers. And then we wound up with Kiara Johnson, who is a junior that the sky's the limit for athletically. And she went up and got double figures. And then Allie Tucker, who is a scorer, sophomore, she went and got 10. But if you're on the Nettleton scouting report, it's Lexi Ballou and Allie Tucker, the 2 kids that people would say are the 2 scorers from Nettleton. So I was really pleased with the balance that we got tonight.
1 3-pointer in the entire game for either team belonged to Lexi Ballou tonight. Is that typical for your team?
We think that we're a better shooting team this year. Brookland had a lot to do with that. They weren't going to let Tucker get any open looks, and Ballou can really shoot it. She's coming off volleyball. She's rusty. She doesn't have her basketball legs yet or her feel, but yeah, she's more than capable of knocking that down. That's something we got to have from her. She's going to score from inside and out.
Okay, so next game on the schedule for you is?
We go to Westside on Thursday, and that'll be another, crosstown battle there. We take pride in playing the teams in Jonesboro. We've actually knock on Formica Wood here. We've been undefeated here within the city limits since '09. So
wow.
So that's something that we're proud of, but that's also that's their Super Bowl, so to speak. Valley View and Westside and Brookland and JHS would love nothing more than to knock off Nettleton, and that's testament to our kids and how hard they've worked to get in the situation that we're in.
Okay, well, I don't know if you know this or not, but we're going to have you a lot. We cover the entire 5A East now rather than just 2 teams of the 5A
right.
East. We're going to have you a lot this year, both at home and on the road. So hopefully we'll get a chance to get you to come in on our Saturday morning talk show and elaborate a little bit more about your team.
Sure,
okay.
I'd love to.
This is Coach Smith, Jason Smith from the Nettleton Lady Raiders, sitting in with us here at halftime. We're going to take a break and be back with the second half of the boys' game on yourprimetimesports.com.
Great, thanks a lot.
Make the switch now to no-fee banking.
First National Bank provides me with totally free checking, and as a business owner, that helps keep my customers satisfied.
At First National, there are no fees and no hassles. Express yourself by choosing a debit card that fits your personality.
I switched my bank to First National because of no monthly debit card fees. Are you ready to switch?
First National Bank, the working bank for working people. Member FDIC.
Let us show you how easy switching can be.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency, 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bit Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Mr. T's Riverside Cafe in Cardinal, Missouri for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Join us after the game for a pizza or our delicious hickory smoked barbecue. Just a short drive across the Kahlua-colored waters of the St. Francis River at the Arkansas-Missouri state line in the scenic resort town of Cardinal, Missouri.
Mr. T's at Riverside.
Hi, I'm Middle Rock Lemon. And when I'm in Northeast Arkansas, when I watch sports, I watch all my sports on YourPrimeTimeSports.com. Use your team.
Welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. We have the halftime score right on the screen in front of you there, 23-19. That scoreboard brought to you by the Big Top Flea Market on the north end of Paragould, the largest indoor flea market in Greene County.
Big old flea market.
Big old flea market.
Lots of goodies out there. Christmas time right around the corner, I guarantee you can find something.
And you know, the flea markets sometimes get a negative connotation. That's somebody's old used stuff. There's lots of new stuff to be found.
Lots of new stuff, but there's lots of good used stuff. I'll tell you something, there's one booth back there behind the counter that if you're a golfer.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Holy smoke.
I have seen that.
You go out there and pick all the golf clubs up you want and all the golf balls.
I'm not a golfer, though. As if people watch the Bill Dance interview this week, Bill Dance has the same opinion of golf that I have pretty much. He said, and I quote, they called it golf because all the other four-letter words were taken.
Well, golf's a fun game, you know, and I'm not a fisherman, so everybody, you know, everybody has their own.
Yeah, and David Dupuy, our cameraman tonight, and I were over there. We were both in heaven because we are fishermen.
Yeah, I know.
We were having
both
a big old
love
time.
To fish, and I fished when I was a kid, but, you know, that just never was my thing. I didn't have the patience to sit there to that.
Well, Bill has invited us back to go fishing with him, and I guarantee you we're going to take him up on it.
Well, I may have to go on that trip.
Oh, wait, you're not a fisherman, though.
Well, you know what? I get to go with a Hall of Famer. I'm not going to turn that down.
We are back underway. He carried the ball. Nobody called it. That's, I've got my rosters backwards now. That is Lance Walker who has the ball over there on the left side. Back up top it goes to Gordon. Oh, it's loose. Gordon tracks it back down. Now Nickel with it down in the corner. And they are just working it around. They have not found a way to penetrate the black jerseys.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
I thought you always told me on the right-hand side was the home team.
I did it differently tonight because I'm keeping the scoreboard, and I'm trying to stay with the scoreboard up there on the wall.
Very good. I just noticed that. Just had a question. Nice move by – who was that for Nettleton?
It was one of the guys wearing a white jersey. 25-19 the score now. Stolen away by Gordon. Gordon with it on the run. Can he dunk it? He won't. He'll lay it up, though. And now that's the largest lead of the night, an 8-point lead for the Raiders. Nettleton with the basketball. Brookland with the basketball. And this is up top. It is Groves. Drives in. Low block. Jumper won't go. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and draws the foul against Lance Walker. First foul of the half. Groves will shoot a pair. Missed the first one. And I told Coach Smith, this is by far not the first time we will see the Nettleton Raiders on our broadcast schedule this year.
Oh, no. Looked like I turned around, looked up there a couple times. Looked like he was really doing some talking and
he was spelling it out for us, Clifton.
Well, good.
Spelling it out.
That's what we like to hear. He's a good coach. There's a turnover by the Nettleton Raiders backcourt.
6 minutes, 5 seconds remain here in the third quarter, and it will be Brookland ball. They are down by 8 points. That's the largest lead of the game for the Raiders.
Now, Brookland's last couple times had an opportunity to reduce that lead and just have not been able to take advantage of it. And here again, they have another opportunity.
Groves wants to take it to the rack, can't get it to go. See, he should have went strong to the hole with that. He did not. Gordon goes the other way and puts it up and in. See how Gordon did? He went to the hole. Groves didn't do that down here, and he didn't get the bucket. That's the difference.
Well, they've stretched it out to a 10-point lead, and Brookland's going to have to score here if they want to stay into this basketball game.
Yeah, they've started to pull away far sooner than the girls did in the girls' game.
Well, the girls,
that thing went 3.5 quarters
tight.
It
didn't even start pulling away till the last 3 minutes of the game.
Groves to the rack again.
Now he went stronger to the hole, and he used the board that time, and he couldn't get the ball to go in the hole.
They have just been having such bad luck underneath the basket tonight. But this time he draws the foul, and he will shoot a couple here with 5:07 remaining in the third. And he makes it a 9-point game. Missed the second one. Nickel comes down with the rebound. Ahead it goes to Gordon. Gordon dumps it down low, and that one goes up and in for Walker. Nettleton starting to pull away now. An 11-point lead. Groves dumps it inside from the paint. Newton can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up. It still won't go. Now Ballard with the rebound. That one won't go. And this time a foul is called, and Ballard will shoot a couple.
They're calling a foul on Walker, and Walker's shaking his head like, no way. I didn't commit that foul. That was somebody else if you've seen something, but that's just the way it goes.
Yeah. So now Ballard at the line. Got it. 10-point game. Ballard leaving, Walker leaving the game. Apparently, I didn't see how many fouls he had, but he is going to the bench, and checking in for him is Cordarius Morgan. First time we've called his name out tonight. Both free throws were good. They haven't got the ball in yet. 5-second violation. Great defense. Great pressure by the Brookland Bearcats. And they will get the ball. 4:37 remaining in the third. Now they're looking to inbound it, and they do to Ballard. Ballard
Good
spins,
move by
puts
Ballard.
it up. He's fouled by Nickel.
That's going to be a foul every time when you roll that arm over like that.
Ballard just made 2 free throws. Now he wants 2 more. There's one. Missed the second one. Rebounded by Gordon. Nettleton going the other way. It's out of bounds. Last touch by a black jersey. Nettleton will retain possession. 8-point lead. 4.5 to play in the third. They throw the ball into Finch, and he will set up shop. Gordon almost lost it again. It is knocked out of bounds by Henry. Morgan this time inbounding the basketball, gets it into Dukes. Dukes kicks it in the corner now. Back up top it goes to Finch. Finch directing traffic. Now Gordon. 4 minutes to play in the third. Oh, and that's a foul, but that could have just as easily been called against Finch. He kind of put a shoulder into the defender.
I'm not sure he put that shoulder into the defender like normally you would. I think he was just trying to get control of the basketball and happened to be in that position. There's a
Henry picks it
nice
off.
Pick off by Henry.
And he waits for help. Henry being guarded closely by Finch. Drives in. Off balance, puts it up and in. They call the charge against Henry.
And I tell you what, you need to show an instant replay because
Okay.
I'm going to disagree with that. Watch him move. He's moved in there, and he did not give him enough time. I just don't agree with that call.
Well, it will be Nettleton basketball after the charge.
I'm sure there'll be folks who say I don't agree with you, Cliff, but anyway, that's just my opinion.
Still an 8-point Raider lead. Now it's stolen away again by Brookland. This time by Thompson, and it goes out of bounds, and it was last touched by who?
I think they're going to call a foul. Yeah.
They call the foul against Finch after the steal. It's Brookland basketball. Brookland still clawing in this ball game, trying to stay with them.
Still within 8 points, and they've had a couple opportunities to cut that, but they just can't seem to get it in the hole.
Henry gives to Newton. Now Thompson. Back up top it goes. Grambling for three. Can't get it to go. Offensive
Good
board.
pass.
Thompson goes up and gets fouled.
That's going to be on number 12 for the Nettleton Raiders.
Desriel Gordon commits the foul, and that sends Chandler Thompson to the free throw line for the Bearcats. 3:14 remaining here in the third. First free throw is no good.
You needed to put our banner up tonight. You didn't have it with you, though. Nope. You need to carry that with you.
Okay. He got the second one, cuts the lead to 7. Raiders basketball. Gordon. Skip pass all the way over to Dukes. Being guarded very closely by Thompson. By Henry rather. My goodness. Henry is everywhere. Gordon thought out the three. Now kicks up to Finch. Now Dukes. Skip pass. Back to Gordon. This time he launches it. Missed it. Tracked down by Smith. They'll reset the offense. They're killing clock, too, while they're at it. 2.5 minutes left in the third. 7-point lead for the Raiders. Dukes dumps it to Smith. Off the glass.
What a pass.
I'm going to go to this replay even though we're in play right now. I want you to see this, folks. What a pass.
That was a great pass.
33-24. Thompson loses it. Finch comes up with it to Dukes. He's going to flare up the basketball.
There's you an instant replay.
Let's look at this replay while they're still in play down there. Here it is. First dunk of the season on your PrimetimeSports.com.
That's why our cameraman needed to know that dunk was coming, and he needed to zoom in on that one. I was trying to call it out for you. Here it comes.
Another Brookland bucket cuts it back to 9. 90 seconds left here in the third. It's Nettleton basketball. And they are way out here at half court, killing clock here late in the third.
Coach Gross telling his team, come on out, pull out there with them. Let's go. We got to get the basketball.
Nobody guarding Finch. He's out here by himself now. Dukes Right side of the floor. Finch.
He walked.
Gordon for three. Got it.
Big three by Gordon. Biggest lead of the night for the Nettleton Raiders.
A 12-point lead. 45 seconds and counting left here in the third quarter. Grambling with the basketball. Now Henry. Ballard in the corner. Grambling for three. Won't go. Rebound Finch going the other way fast. Ahead he goes. No, they're going to call travel. Finch he ran with it before he dribbled. That's a good call. 28 seconds left here in the third now. And you know what? I think I may stand up for the final quarter.
Think you might? Your knees locking up on you?
Yeah, I need to stretch out. It's a very tight spot up here.
We are in a tight area, aren't we?
Down to 20. Left here in the third. It's a 12-point lead for Nettleton. Brookland's going to hold for one shot. 12. 8 seconds. 5. Three-pointer on the way. Thompson can't get it to go. Finch hauls it in, and that'll do it for the third. We're going to the fourth quarter. Nettleton with a 12-point lead back in 1 minute on your Primetime Sports.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
All right, welcome back to your PrimetimeSports.com. We have one more quarter to go tonight. We've played 7 quarters of basketball. Just one more to go. 38-26 here in the boys' game. Fourth quarter about to get underway.
It's been a good night for basketball.
That's
2
right.
really good basketball games. 4 good coaches tonight. So it's been a fun time here at Nettleton.
Thompson will inbound the ball here to start the final period. He's going to throw it into Henry. Henry will get things underway. Newton gives up top to Ballard. Now Henry. Now Thompson thought about the three, but Gordon got in there to guard him. Now we've got a whistle and a blocking foul called against the Raiders. Called against. I didn't even see who they called it against. Maybe it'll flash up on the board.
They called it against 21, I believe.
Yep,
21.
You're absolutely right. They called it against Morgan. And they're going to say, no, that was 17 foul. It's a 1-and-1. Bonus in effect for the remainder of the game for the Brookland Bearcats. Only 2 fouls called against Brookland, so it'll take a while for Nettleton to get in the bonus.
Thompson sinks that first one.
One more to go, and he got them both. 10-point game. Now, oops, almost stolen away. It is stolen away. Down low it goes, and the shot is off the glass and in. And a timeout's going to be called. Brookland actually took that timeout. It's an 8-point game. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 38-30 the score, an 8-point lead for Nettleton that was 12 points just moments ago. And the Bearcats have cut it to 4. Next game will be Friday night at Chester Burner Gymnasium in the thriving metropolis of Marmaduke, Arkansas. The Greyhounds will host the McCrory Jaguars. It's the Dogs versus the Cats.
A great basketball community with great tradition.
They're going to be fighting like cats and dogs Friday night.
You just been dying to say that all night.
That's right. This one is about to get back underway after the 30-second timeout expires. Great job over there on the camera for first-time game cameraman David Dupuy.
I think you brought him in off of somewhere else. I think he's had experience. Done a pretty good job.
Sure is. And we're going to have him again, too. We'll use him again. Wow, quick pass ahead to Finch. Dumps it down low. Nickel jumper won't go. Put back up and in by Finch. Or by Dukes, rather. Makes it a 10-point ball game again. Thompson. Now Newton. And they're working the weave again. Henry. Newton. Newton for three. Got it. 7-point game again. Down under 7 minutes. The press is on. Gordon gives to Finch. They're not across yet, folks. Now they are. And Finch will slow things down. Gives to Dukes. Dukes dumps it in. No, can't get it to go. Rebound, Ballard. They got 5 on 4 right now. They got numbers. Here's the three. No, it won't go this time. It's out of bounds. It is last touched by Nettleton.
I thought that was a real good call right there. Nettleton was pointing their direction, but the referee was right on top of it.
And so is the Nettleton student section, and they hate it. They get the ball in bounds, and out of bounds it goes. It'll be Nettleton ball. All that for nothing. Raider basketball.
Just a silly turnover. Brookland never could get a handle on that basketball.
Inbound will be from Gordon. Gets it into Finch. Man press. They get it across. Now Dukes. Spin move in the paint.
Great looking
spin
move.
He can't get it to go in.
Great looking spin move.
Still alive. Got it.
Just couldn't finish it off, but he came back.
Back to 9 points with 6 minutes to play. Oh, nice move by Henry. Woo, what a game. 42-35 the score now. Nickel in the corner. Dumps it inside. Smith has it blocked. And it goes off the back of the backboard, and it will be Brookland basketball.
.5:44 left here in the fourth quarter. And
Brookland trying to climb back in this thing, down by only 7. Plenty of time. Henry walks it down. Groves. Back to Henry. Henry to Thompson. Ballard inside. Groves works it, puts it up and in. 5-point ball game. Press is on. Smith gives back to Gordon. Gordon, length of the floor, loses the basketball.
No, they had called a whistle.
They call the foul against Ballard.
It's going to be on Ballard, yeah.
It's only team foul number 3 against Brookland. We'll see an inbound pass here. It looks like there may be a timeout right now.
Full timeout.
Yep, and we are going to take it too. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on yourprimetimesports.com.
Do you need insurance? If the answer is yes, let Chris Robinson and his staff at Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency handle your needs. Whether it's auto, life, business, or planning for your retirement, Chris Robinson's Insurance Agency is ready to serve you and your family. Come by Chris Robinson Insurance Agency 1211 West Court Street in Paragould.
You get big time savings and hometown service. Always a bed, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. At Baird, there's a difference you will clearly see. You're always a VIP. Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
He's trying to kill us, folks. Clifton Garmrath has a death wish. We're standing up here on this thing. It's sitting, it's balanced on milk crates, Clifton. Trying to kill us.
I'm just going with the music.
5-point game, 5 minutes to play. Nettleton ball, they lead it by 5. They get it in. Dukes puts it up immediately and misses it. And Groves pulls it down for the Bearcats.
You know, his last couple of shots, he come up short.
Henry sitting on it at the big end at half court. Gives to Newton. Ballard. Inside it goes. Groves battles, loses it. Dukes comes up with it. Ahead to Gordon. Off the glass and in, and he draws the foul. And that is not what Brookland needed as they were trying to climb back into this thing. They're going to count the bucket, and Gordon's going the line.
That's right. They did not need that at all. They didn't need the turnover, and they didn't need to put him on the line after the bucket.
So Nettleton back up by a touchdown with a chance to make it 8 right here. Missed the free throw. Offensive board. No, they're going to get him for over the back. Over the back call against Dukes. 4:22 left in this ball game. The ball goes back to Nettleton.
You know, as hard as that young man's played, Dukes, that's only his first foul, Dave.
We're going to the other line, the other end, to shoot a 1-and-1. Yeah, that was Dukes. He's been all over the floor.
All over the place.
And that's the first foul they've got on him.
First foul, yeah.
So now Groves at the line, 1-and-1. First one, front end, doesn't go in. It's a live ball. It's rebounded by Dukes. Dukes trips, but saves the ball. No, it's finally going to go out of bounds. That was a heads-up play to tip that ball to Nichols as he was heading to the floor.
You bet.
And Nichols threw the ball out of bounds.
Well, if Brookland wants to get back into this game, they're going to have to take advantage of these mistakes that Nettleton is making, and they're going to have to capitalize on their free throws because they're 1-and-1.
They're in the bonus the rest of the way for 4 more minutes. Inside it goes. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touched by a white jersey.
And I'm not sure why he tried to force that pass in there.
Yeah, because he tried to throw it into Hudson. Hudson was absolutely not open. And Hudson will go back to the bench. They get it into Groves. A high post shot short. Rebound. Dukes down low to Gordon. Gordon off his foot. Loose ball. Still loose. Jump ball is finally going to, no, timeout. How in the world, that ball was loose. How does Brookland get, Nettleton get a timeout?
I think he got control of it as it was on his back, but, you know.
Well, Nettleton retains possession. There was no jump ball. A very well-timed timeout called by Coach Mark McCord.
Well, the athletic ability of the Nettleton Raiders, you've seen here on this last jump shot down here, tipped by a fingertip of a Nettleton Raider. They just have so much leaping ability and they're so quick. You know, Brookland stayed with them most of the first half, but it's been this margin most of the second half.
And you see their athletic ability, and they're only going to get better as the season progresses. Imagine
no doubt about it.
When they get to 5A East play.
No doubt about it. They've got one young man over there that will definitely help them.
He's
that
injured.
He's injured right now. And they have some They have some young men over there that just come out of football that is not in basketball condition yet. So, yeah, they have a lot of bright spots here.
Nickel hits the jumper. The lead back to 9. Yeah, so they're going to give Greene County Tech and Forest City and BB
Blytheville
a run for their money, folks. This is a decent athletic Nettleton team this year, and this is only game 1. Out of bounds. No, they're going to call a foul on Nichols. Team foul number 9 against the Raiders. The final 1-and-1 will be shot.
You know, and when I said that a minute ago, I'm not taking anything away from the Brookland Bearcats. They have played, you know, a good basketball game. But, you know, they've had some turnovers at the wrong time, and they have not hit their free throws. And here they're coming to the line again, and they need to take advantage of this.
Well, last year at this time, this same point in the season, we had Brookland versus Paragould on your Primetime Sports Radio.
That's right. And here, once again, they missed the front end of that 1-and-1.
Right. And in that game, here's the putback. It will not go in. A foul is going to be called. And
Henry's going to
go shoot 2. That's 10 fouls. So what I was saying was last year, this very same time, our first game of the season last year was Paragould versus Brookland at Brookland on your Primetime Sports Radio. And Brookland dominated the Rams in that game. They're facing a lot better team this year in these Nettleton Raiders.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Brookland has lost any talent. It's just that they're playing a better team here early in the season.
Well, Coach McCord said in halftime talk that we had that he has 7 seniors, the most he's ever had before in 11 years that he's been here. And he's hoping those 7 seniors, you know, lead with leadership.
And Brookland's hanging right there with them.
They
it's
are.
Still single-digit deficit, 3 minutes to play.
You know, they at one time Nettleton had a 12-point lead in this second half.
And now some clock will burn off. And from the paint, Finch puts it up and in, makes it 10 again.
It won't burn much when you let Finch drive in there to the paint like that and get a little
well, he saw the opening.
8-foot jumper.
He's not going to ignore an opening like that even when they're trying to burn clock. 2.5 to play. Ballard handles it, tries to get in there and can't get it to go. And Finch pulls it down. And he is not running the floor. Trying to kill this last 2:15. And that is a foul from behind on the floor.
They're going to get that on Henry.
And it's team foul number 5. So there's still a couple of fouls left before Nettleton will be in the bonus. Timeout's going to be called by Brookland. They're only down by 10, and Coach Gross wants to see if there's a way to get back in this thing. We will take a break, too. We'll be back in 1 minute on your PrimetimeSports.com.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
At First National Bank, you have convenience right at your fingertips. And instant buying power. It's so easy. And when you're on the go, well, you know what to do. We understand the importance of now. First National Bank, the working bank for working people.
2:14 remaining in this ball game. We got a 10-point lead for the Raiders. 48-38. Y'all love doing the Chris Berman. The Raiders.
But you're no Chris Berman.
No, I'm not. 2:14 to go. It will be Raider basketball.
Way, speaking of Chris Berman, you put this little picture of me and you on there, and you said something about Batman and Robin, and I'm Batman. Don't let the other guys.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you see some of the comments that fired back at you.
I don't care.
Called me handsome.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go. Baseline, and it won't go for Dukes, but he's going to get to shoot some free throws. Foul committed by Ballard commits the foul. Dukes will shoot 2.
Well, fans are starting to get up from their seat and make their way out of the Nettleton Raider gymnasium. Tell you what, I don't care what anybody says here tonight. They got their money's worth, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, 2 great games. This junior high game, not so much, but these senior high games, man, I'm telling you what, battles. 12-point lead again for Nettleton, matches their largest lead of the night. No, they had a 13-point lead at one point. Brookland with the ball now down under 2 minutes. They work it inside to Groves. He battles, he puts it off the glass, and he can't. They have had more trouble getting layups than anything else tonight.
Well, when you have a young man that can get up like some of these Nettleton players and that hand up there, it makes you do a lot of things with that basketball. You don't put it where you want to on that backboard when you're trying to shift gears in midair.
And on the rebound, over the back called against Ballard, we go all the way to the other end of the floor so that number 21, Cordarius Morgan, can shoot a 1-and-1.
Reese Scramling entering the game again for number 25.
And that's
Newton. Yeah, Newton.
Front end of the 1-and-1, no good. Rebound by Groves. Minute 45 remaining. Thompson wanted to fire up the 3, but he was covered, and now it's picked off again by Dukes. Ahead to Finch, off the glass and in on the fast break. And now that's the largest lead of the night with 90 seconds left to play. Nettleton starting to put this one out of reach here late. Thompson for 3, got it! And timeout called immediately by Brookland. Now only down 11 with 83 seconds left on the clock. It's a full timeout. You want to keep it here?
Full timeout, take a 30.
All right, we'll take a 30 and come back.
Retirement? It's never looked so good. Welcome to Chateau on the Ridge Assisted Living in Paragould, Arkansas. Say hello to fine dining and down-home living, where around-the-clock security and peace of mind are always at your fingertips. And front row seats to the best shows, they're included. We call it Chateau on the Ridge. You can call it home. Call or visit today to get the whole scoop.
Yeah, folks, just when I said Nettleton's starting to put this thing out of reach, Thompson run down here and nails a three-pointer.
Well, I was just fixing to say, well, they just put another nail in the coffin, and then after he hit that, I thought, well, they just popped that nail right back out.
Not quite over yet. 11-point deficit. 1:23 remaining in the ball game. Brookland hanging around. It'll be Nettleton basketball after the made Brookland basket, and the full court press is on. And they get the ball into Nichols. Nichols working against Ballard. They get it across. Oh my. Uncontested layup for Victor Dukes. Makes it 13 again. Three-pointer. Groves can't get it to go. Pulled down by Gordon with 1 minute to play. What a game this has been. And now Nettleton trying to kill clock. Down under a minute with a 13-point lead. Nichols got it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times when we do non-conference play, they're not always that real good of games because one team's always much better than the other.
But these are rivals and have been
rivals,
for years.
Yes, and this is, and you know, they play well against one another. Now, the girls I thought were pretty balanced.
Yep. Down to 25 seconds. And this one's all over with the crying now, folks. 15-point lead, 20 seconds left. Nettleton will win this ball game. Boys and girls win their openers here on their home floor.
So Nettleton's going to go to 1-0 and Brookland 0-2, am I correct?
And girls, yes. Brookland boys have not played a game. They'll be 0-1.
So they'll be 0-1. Okay, yeah.
Three-pointer at the buzzer. Good.
And it's good.
Makes the score look a little bit more respectable. 58-44, the final score. Now, that will do it from Nettleton High School tonight. 58-44 the final. Our next game broadcast will be from Marmaduke High School, Chester Barner Gymnasium.
Our talk show Saturday morning with 3 great basketball coaches in the Greene County 5A East Paragould Tech. And then Bill Dance, Hall of Fame Christian.
No, we already had Bill Dance. This week, Larry Lacewell.
Larry Lacewell, that's right. I'm sorry, okay. Larry Lacewell.
And then, of course, more great basketball next week as well. If you ever wonder what's going on, just go look at our schedule. It's all up there, our broadcast schedule. Now, next week, we've only got 1 game on the schedule. I don't know what it is right off the top of my head right now, but 1 game.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
But because of Thanksgiving.
That's right. We may or may not do the Rumble on the Ridge in Forest City. We don't know yet. If we don't, we will be doing some live tweeting from Wynne, Arkansas. We won't be broadcasting, but we will tweet the thing for you.
We'll be at that football game.
And just fun times coming up here in the month of November. So that's going to do it tonight. Thank you, David Dupuis, our cameraman.
Everyone have a safe trip home tonight.
That's Clifton Garmrath, and I'm Dave Grimm, and we will see you Friday night.